Well, hello and welcome to this episode of Church at Home for what we thought was going to be the 18th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and it ends up being the celebration of the Feast of the Transfiguration, August 6th. I'm Father Ed.
Father Dominic.
Father Michael.
We're happy to be here with you. We are sitting here. We've been talking about the typical theology of the Transfiguration, which is an ancient and venerable feast, especially in the Eastern Christian and Eastern Catholic churches, and the Desert Fathers and all of that. And our conclusion is something about seeing God. So you know the story, Peter, James, and John go up the mountain with Jesus, and he is transfigured before them.
I think this really plays on the teaching as both. What I'm trying to say is Jesus is making a claim on divinity and truly showing who he really is. But even the fact that he goes up a mountain is a divine gesture, a teaching gesture, where you see Moses go up mountains, prophets go up mountains to receive something directly from God. And I think that Jesus is doing much the same here when he takes Peter, James, and John up a mountain. And the teaching in this case is a very blunt, no-holds-barred view of who Jesus really is. In preparation, I think we were saying, for the Passion, that they're about to come down the mountain and go into Jerusalem for what we would now call Holy Week. So a week that starts great but ends in a very difficult manner with Jesus' Passion. And this is giving these three particular apostles strength, the faith, to go through that and endure not only that, but then to go out to all the world and be evangelists and endure their own passions, knowing that, well, they've seen Jesus, they've seen God, and they have the faith and the strength based on that great experience to go and do the difficult work of proclaiming the gospel.
Yeah, and as you can imagine, it probably was very difficult to see Jesus and think that he truly is God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth. And so the Transfiguration was an opportunity for Jesus to really impress that on the disciples, basically as Father Michael was saying. And so, I mean, for us, it can be very difficult to see the Eucharist and believe that is Christ, to see the world and believe that God is at work. And so, this is an opportunity for us to have an encounter with the presence of God, and to truly believe that God is at work in the midst of our human world.
So it might be, as we're saying, the function of faith is to, and life in the church and the celebration of the sacraments, especially the Mass, Father's mentioning, is that to give us eyes. We sing those songs, "Open my eyes, Lord, that I may see your face." So, the function of faith as vision, as seeing, and in this case, do we have the faith, and should we not pray for the increase of our faith, that we might truly see God, where God is, and as God is, and how God is in the Holy Sacraments and in the life of Jesus, so that we can, like the apostles, go into what is oftentimes, I'm presuming, in everyone's life, we have a certain amount of passion. I don't mean hot, steamy passion. I mean suffering and death. And so in those times, it does call upon faith, for people of faith, to be able to see God in the purpose of our lives, especially in the difficult times when we're called to give witness to the gospel. So, then we had a little addendum conversation about the end of Mass. There's 4 prescribed sending of the people. It's all of them are a translation of the Latin, which I'm not an expert in, but ita missa est. That's the Latin. And so I guess missa means to be sent, be on a mission, the Mass, and go. This Mass is, it's kind of complete, or this portion. So anyway, so we have these 4 different things, and they changed these things in 2010, and so we were practicing, and Father Dominic, being the most recent graduate of these holy instructions, was helping us 2 older dogs to be reminded. So, all right. Well,
So go forth. The video has ended.
peace.